Uh, it's for the record, son. Yeah. Yeah. It's for the. It's for the record. I said it's for the. It's for the record. Yeah, boy. It's for the. It's for the record. And we all are. We all together. I said we all are. We all together. It's together FTR. You know what we about. Yeah, boy, you know we about to let the knowledge sprout. We all together. It's together FTR. You know what we about. Yeah, boy, you know we about to let the knowledge sprout.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nugs B, episode 18 for the record. I got my man here with me, the magical Chris Leachman.
What's going on?
You already know we're going to bring the funk tonight. We got some great topics for you all. We got a couple different facts. We got some music history. We did some top threes. A lot of great stuff tonight, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it, okay? So, first thing is, the random fact of the day is in 1979, Woody Harrelson's dad was arrested and sentenced to life in prison because he was a hitman. He killed a federal court judge. And for those of you who don't know who Woody Harrelson is, he was in White Men Can't Jump. He was in The Duel. He was the bad guy in War of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, he's been in a lot of phenomenal movies.
Dude, Zombieland.
Zombieland. Yeah, see, I didn't even name one. There's probably a million I didn't even name that were phenomenal. So next thing I got for you guys is the health tip of the day. And the health tip of the day is going to be don't go on a diet. And I'm saying this because instead of trying, to limit yourself to a specific type of diet that you might read about on the internet or something along those lines, you shouldn't. You should try to maybe, adopt yourself into a healthier lifestyle, and then if you get into exercising regularly and, you get into eating a little bit more fruit, maybe some more veggies, you're eating some fermented foods, you're drinking more water, you're taking care of yourself, that will be more effective on weight loss than going on a diet and just sitting on your butt all day, not doing nothing, and it's not going to fix anything. So if you're not managing your macros, which is something awesome you guys need to look into for weight loss and weight gain, because you can just use the opposite effect on what you do for managing macros. But the thing is, you want to focus on nourishing your body instead of depriving it. So if you're used to eating 6,000 calories a day and you go down to 1,000, your body's probably just going to get, upset with you, and it's not going to be used to that. So you should try to wing yourself onto a more nourishing, regimen that you set for yourself. And weight loss should follow as a starless side effect or better food choices, and it improves metabolic health. So, like I said, just transitioning, you need to really watch what you're doing, because if you were super overweight and, you go from, like I said, 6,000 calories a day intake to 1,000, your body's not going to be able to handle it. So you're going to have to really watch how you transition into what you do. So that's the health tip of the day. Also, I'm always going to scream, drink more water, because it's great for you. There's so many benefits from drinking water as soon as you wake up and so on and so forth.
Dude, I probably drink 10 bottles of water a day.
You're supposed to drink a gallon. That's good. 10 bottles of water, that's great. That's what, 16 ounces, 10, that's almost a gallon, you know what I mean? And that might be more than a gallon. But a gallon a day is definitely where you should be, most people, I know this chick, I'm not even going to drop a name, but, she had said something the other day, because I was one of my friends said something, he said, keep a bottle of water by the nightstand so I can chug it in the middle of the night if I wake up. She was like, oh yeah, do that with pop. I was like, oh my God. I remember when I was 14. I remember
when so many people are though.
I remember when I was in high school.
People are like that, man.
I'm telling you.
I'm not the healthiest person.
No, I'm not either. No.
I do eat a lot of crap from time to time.
Of course.
Man, I drink a lot of water.
It's great. You got to counter it, because like I said, I'm in agreement with you. I haven't kept the best diet and or clean eating schedule that I might have should have kept. But the thing is, I consciously tried to not drink pop all the time, and I consciously tried to like reward myself with it, so I'm not
As I sit here with a can of Coke.
Yeah. But still, you got to treat yourself sometimes. It's not good to, like I said, like once you get used to that a certain type of lifestyle, it's hard to transition really, really, hard into something else. So you got to watch how you do it. But anyways, next thing I got for you guys is the music history. And on this day in 1993, the comeback is complete as Aerosmith's Get a Grip album debuts at number 1, marking their first trip to the top of the album charts. And honestly, I don't know about you, but that was probably my favorite album by Aerosmith. Get a Grip was so good.
It was good, though.
God, it was so good.
Big ones.
Big Ones was great too,
Big Ones.
man. I don't even know what year that came out.
Not sure.
What year did that come out, man? Hey, will you look that up for me? Big Ones by Aerosmith. Thank you so much, sir.
It was early 90s.
I feel like it was before this.
It may have been.
I feel like it was
may have been
before
right
Get a
after.
Grip. Or, yeah, I would say, I think it was before. I don't know.
I want to say like 94, 95.
Anyways, next is, we got on this day in 1992, my boy, Big Willie style, Will Smith, a.k.a. the Fresh Prince, marries a songwriter named Cherie Zampino, who is pregnant with their son, Trey, which, for those of you who don't know, Will Smith does have other kids other than, Jaden and Willow, right? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Willow Smith?
So.
Yeah. And that's Trey, his oldest son, who he had with Cherie, his first wife, before Jada Pinkett Smith. And they ended up getting a divorce in 1995. When was it? 1994. Good call, bro. Good call. That was the year after Get a Grip. So you already know Aerosmith been delivering hits since like the 60s, bro. Like, they just been out here getting ignorant, and I just love them so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Love them, man.
Steven Tyler does kind of look like the old crazy cat lady down the street nowadays, but
I still love him.
I'm sure
I
he still
love
got
him.
it.
Oh, God, I still
You know?
love him. I'd love to just hang out with him. So for the third and the last thing on this day in music history, in 1970, the Beatles released their final studio album, Let It Be, in the UK. Its America release date was May 18th. So that happened in 1970, man. So that literally was almost 50 years ago. Like, next year, on this day, it'll be 50 years since Let It Be came out by the Beatles, man. I mean, that's just mind-blowing to me. Like, seriously, man. Like, that is seriously crazy to
That's
me.
probably my favorite song of theirs, too.
The song is phenomenal. The album was great, too. I mean, don't get me
I
wrong.
just saw
but-
not too long ago, Paul McCartney was talking about how he wrote that song.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it something like a dream about his mom?
I do believe so. I'm pretty sure that he is still very religious. I'm pretty sure that, like, because it kind of is like a religious song to an extent.
I
Like,
used to sing it in church.
yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is kind of a religious song. It's not like pure gospel, but it is, loosely based on religion, I feel like. There's a lot of things that go into it that are religion based. So, yeah, man. I don't know for sure what he wrote it about. I think you're right, though. I think it had to do something about a dream or something to do with his mother or something along those lines. And like I said...
He was on Fallon.
Yeah,
talking about
Jimmy
it, I
Fallon?
think.
Yeah, that's my jam, dude. I love Jimmy Fallon. He's one of my favorite talk show hosts, man. But anyway, so I'm going to get into these quotes. And the first and second one, I don't have the names. I'm just going to drop them out there for you because they're great quotes. He had them on deck for me just to lay them out there for you guys, so I'm going to grace you with them. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And we don't even need a name. You just need that quote. That's all you need. That's just a mic drop right
Great
there.
words to live by right
I
there.
mean, that's serious right there. Next, the question is not how far. The question is, do you possess the constitution, the depth of faith to go as far as you need? As needed. As needed. And that's a great quote to live by also. And you said that was in the Boondock Saints?
It was, actually.
Yeah, the Boondock Saints. So we do know where that came from. And the third one is, nothing in this world is worth showing or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. And that was by Theodore Roosevelt. So that was a killer for sure.
Teddy Roosevelt.
God, loved him, bro. And it's actually kind of kind of horrible that you got to think that FDR, what was his term, like in the 20s?
FDR?
FDR.
No, he was during World War II.
Okay, World War II, okay. So that's when the polio vaccination started coming out, right? Because, well, I know, well, here's
Dude,
the thing.
I'm old, I'm not that old.
Yeah. It's just the information. What I was getting at is, so World War II, so that was the 40s. So no, I wasn't too off by the 20s or 40s. But anyways, whenever, his term was whatever, that's why the polio vaccinations had got pressed on so adamantly. Because, our president, 1955, okay, yeah, that was, 1955. So yeah, that's why they were so adamant about pressing those on people and giving them to, because our president of the United States was, a victim of polio, and he was still living and still doing this and still, amongst us in society. He didn't really, whatever. So he got really, really pressed on the vaccines and stuff. And the guy who actually created the vaccine said that he was the reason for, like, hundreds of thousands of people dying. You know what I mean? Because they were carrying, a part of the actual illness in them, and then those people who hadn't had a chance to be vaccinated, whether it be because it's against their culture, religion, or they just didn't have the means to, they would get sick with polio and die, actually. So that's a little fun fact for the day. I wouldn't call it fun, but a little fact for you for the day.
Anti-vaxxers back then, too.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not anti-vax. I feel like we definitely need it, and the anti-vaxxers of today are just, idiotic. And I'm sorry, like, I'm opinionated. I just feel like those people are stupid. We do need vaccines to an extent, but I personally don't feel like I feel like we don't need all the vaccines they might lead on for us to give into our children. I don't think a child should have that much pumped into them. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't have that many shots, I don't feel like. But I'm not an anti-vaxxer, though, like I said. I'm definitely for vaccines when it comes to, like I said, it's kind of a double-edged blade. There's a lot of bad, but there is a lot of good. Anyways, back into it, guys. So here we go. We picked the top 3 movies of 1981. And I'm going to let Chris lead this one off. He picked his top 3, and we actually agreed on one of them as being our favorite movie that was released that year.
1981, Raiders of the Lost Ark came out.
Ooh.
The first Indiana Jones movie.
Excuse me.
Absolutely has to be in that top 3 list.
You know what? You're probably going to hate me, and everybody's probably going to hate me, but I'm not that big of an Indiana Jones fan. And I know that's un-American to say.
You need to reevaluate your life. I'm not even playing.
It's un-American.
Now, I'll give you the Crystal Skull was
trash. Garbage, bro. That was garbage.
That was pretty bad.
What was the one before that?
The Last Crusade.
Okay, The Last Crusade was kind of dope.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of dope.
That was absolutely
It was
dope.
good. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I know it's un-American. I know it sounds dumb of me, but I just never really got into it. I guess it was like ahead of my time. Like before my time, because it came out.
Probably.
The first one came out in 81.
I guess it was more of an 80s thing.
I feel like it was, I feel like I just never really, it just didn't really click with me or something. I don't know. It was weird, man.
You should still be ashamed of yourself.
I know, I am. I live in
also,
shame.
Escape from New York. My man Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, baby. Kurt Russell.
Such a great movie.
God,
Snake
so
Plissken.
good.
So great movie.
That was the one we agreed on, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, Donald Pleasance was in both my second and third choice, Halloween 2.
Ooh-wee. Michael Myers,
the
baby.
First 2 original Halloween movies were pretty much the only ones out of the original series that meant a shit.
Yeah. I didn't like any of the
Jamie Lee
Halloweens
Curtis
after
killed
the
it.
second one.
Yeah, the rest of them.
Until Rob Zombie. The
Rob
first
Zombie
one,
remakes, a lot of people don't like it. I
loved
thoroughly
it.
enjoyed it.
I loved
I
it.
think Rob Zombie, he's kind of a strange dude.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I would love to hang out with him for a day.
Oh, God, I would love to hang out with that guy. And his wife, too. I bet she's freaking gnarly, bro. Like, crazy.
I don't think I could handle her voice for more than about 30, 40 minutes, tops. But maybe she doesn't really talk like that, really. I don't know. But, yeah.
She was his mom in Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Like, Michael Myers'
Sherry
mom. That's
Zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, she's smoking hot too, bro. She's hot, man, for real. Like that old dirty 30, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think she's probably older than 30.
oh, she's probably like 50, bro. Yeah. But like she's got that dirty 30 look to her, you know what I'm saying?
Sure
like
she doesn't look as good now as she did in House of a Thousand Corpses.
No.
But still.
Maybe she takes care of herself. Maybe she doesn't like hit the booze a lot.
I don't know. There was a movie that came out, another Rob Zombie movie called I don't know, something
Devil's
Look it up
Rejects.
for me. No, it was after that. They got a new one of those coming out soon.
I knew. I saw. What was it? I am. Damn, I don't even know. Look that up too, man. The new Rob Zombie movie coming out. That's like a sequel to Devil's Rejects. It's
the one
like
I'm talking about though, it
or
was like something
that.
about the Salem witch or some Houses of Salem or.
I don't know. I think
don't know, something
I
like
think I
that.
do know what you're talking about. Actually, I don't think I
But,
watched it though.
Yeah, man, I didn't watch it either.
Yeah.
I just saw some trailers for it. I started to watch it. It didn't really look all that spectacular, but she did not look too good. And maybe that was just makeup though, you know.
Word, maybe it was because
she looked pretty rough.
you gotta think, bro. Think about how crazy of a transformation it is for like Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. That does not look like Batista. 3 from Hell.
That's it.
That's the sequel
that's
that's coming
the
out.
one.
Yeah. 3 from Hell is the sequel Rob Zombie, coming out for that. So that's gonna be sick. But
Looking
yeah,
forward
dude.
to that.
Oh, it's gonna be dope. I'm pretty excited to check that out, man. But back to what I was saying, like Drax, man. Look at how dramatic Dave Bautista looked from normal to Drax. Like
it's probably like 8-10 hours. He's gonna sit in a damn
that's
chair and get all that
crazy.
shit put on him.
And is it makeup or is it like silicone?
It's probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Good call.
I'm sure they got to put some like parts on him,
Yeah,
and then they
that kinda
putty
stick.
that shit
Yeah,
together,
like,
and then they
could
spray
be like
paint
mudding,
everything over
like
it.
for fucking like drywall,
Yeah.
like stick, like clay or something, man. And also, what I was getting at, the reason I was asking that is because think about that, bro. If that's makeup, imagine how sweaty he probably gets, and it just comes
dude.
right off, dude.
Yeah.
Like that'd be so crazy. Like the suits and everything they
some
wear.
of the stuff that they got to go through is a little
Horrible.
ridiculous sometimes. I mean, can you imagine like
Ignorant.
Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
slipping into that red suit?
Oh, bro, that just has to
Like,
be.
I feel like
horrible.
he's probably got to maybe grease up with some Crisco and try and weasel into
He got that
thing.
moose root just chilling, baby, waiting for
I
you.
remember when Man of Steel came out, old Henry Cavill had to lose weight
I guarantee
to
it.
fit into the Superman
I
suit.
guarantee
That dude's big as
it.
shit.
He's huge, bro.
He's a monster.
Huge. His arms are the size
And
of my torso.
He had to trim down to
Dude.
fit into the Superman suit. When
Crazy.
you're too big to be Superman,
Crazy.
some shit wrong with that. Like, you win, all right? Just chill.
You are officially the shit.
You
You,
know?
can grow a nasty
Jesus.
mustache too, bro. I gotta give it up.
He needs to get rid of that shit on his
Yeah.
chest, man. Every time he wears that super suit, he looks like he's got a tarantula crawling out of the top of it.
He got them Grinch fingers coming
Oh,
out,
man.
bro. That's for real. So anyways, back to the top 3 1981 movies. You heard his. We got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Escape from New York. We agreed on that one. We both chose it. And he put Halloween 2 as his third and final choice. For my 3, I picked Porky's just because I'm a dirty mofo, all right? I'm dirty out here, son. Young dirty bastard. That's what they call me. YDB, baby. But anyways, and then I went clean with it. I went wholesome. You know what I'm saying? I went Disney, baby. I went
Other side of the
Disney
spectrum.
Channel. You already know. And that's going to be Fox and the Hound because that's one of my favorite Disney Channel movies straight up, man. And for those of you who have children, you need to make your children watch this immediately and just give them a good childhood. That's all I'm trying to say. All right? Just get your life together. Let them watch Fox and the Hound. Came out in 81, and I'll watch it by myself right now.
Dude.
And I'll cry when
I had
Copper...
Riley watching it when she was a kid. Man.
Believe
She
that,
had this little
dude.
beanie baby that looked like the dog,
Yeah.
Copper.
Copper, son.
And she
Old
used to
Beagle.
carry him around everywhere.
Hound
I remember
dog.
her leaving it at Pop's house one
Yeah.
night, and I had to go back down there at like 1 in the morning
bro.
to get this damn thing.
It
for
ain't
her
no
to be
joke.
able to go to sleep.
It ain't no joke, bro. Fox and the Hound is a cult classic, bro. Come on, man.
She
And-
finally got old enough, and we put it up. It was so nasty from where she just never would let it go.
Filthy. And my third choice was Escape from New York, which we were in agreement to because, I mean, Kurt Russell is just GOAT, and you already know what time it is. So, then we had another decision between he and I on our favorite adult cartoon. And for those of you who are adult cartoon enthusiasts out there, drop your favorite, man. Like, I want to hear your guys' favorite. We want to see what you guys like.
There's probably a lot of them out there that we didn't even think of.
Of course, bro. Because think about how many animes are adult cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, and I was gonna say Boondocks was my favorite one, but technically I was a kid when I started watching it. You know, so like it can be for kids, but it's very, very subliminal with what they talk about, and it's very violent and stuff like that, and a lot of just crazy stuff. But anyways, I ended up picking Rick and Morty just because, I mean, it seriously is it's one of my favorite cartoons in general. And I'm a big fan of cartoons, always have been. I mean, literally, I had my daughter was born when I was 16, so at the time I should have been getting out of cartoons. I was getting back into them, with my kid. So, like, I never even had a chance to get out of them, man. Like, I never grew up. I'm just, a young boy. I'm just living my life out here like Peter Pan, baby. Like, I'm just a lost boy. So that's what I chose. My man's going to tell you what he chose.
Like I said earlier to you, I hate to jump on the bandwagon, but I'm a big fan of Seth MacFarlane, and I had to go with Family Guy.
Oh, yeah, son. Family Guy was one of the first ones I fell in love with.
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up with Beavis and Butthead, which I loved.
It was good, but it wasn't Family Guy good.
It was a big part of my childhood.
It wasn't Family Guy good.
No.
No comparison.
South Park, again,
South Park's good. South Park's good.
Great show. But if I really got to sit and pick a favorite, it'd probably be Family Guy.
Family Guy was next level. I mean, when it came out, bro, I mean, you're talking... You went from stuff like South Park, because it came out in, 98 or 90, maybe before that, bro. Like, I think the movie came out in 99.
Yeah, the movie came out in 99.
Family Guy didn't come out till, the 2000s, bro, literally. You know what I mean? And, yeah. So Family Guy first aired in 99. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, okay, so it aired in 99, and I know that the South Park movie aired in 99, and they was already doing episodes. So
I saw that in the theater in 99.
Dude, I remember the first time I ever watched that, and I was a little kid. I was probably, so South Park started in 97, so only 2 years before. Not that long, but it did come out first. So
Dude, I actually have a very traumatic story.
Dude, let's hear it.
About the South Park movie in the theaters. All right.
I remember this story. You gotta tell me this immediately.
All right. So I'm in New York. I'm living up there with some cousins, and they've got tickets to some concert. I can't remember what was going on.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Look, we can leave you some money, leave you the car keys to the Jeep,
For
take
sure.
their son and daughter. I'm not going to say any names or anything.
Oh yeah.
Take their son and daughter to see the South Park movie, go eat at TGI Fridays kind of thing, go see the South Park movie while they're at the concert, come back to the house later, right? So these kids, the girl, my little cousin, was 13. All right?
First year of teenager.
Yeah, she's 13.
Being a teenager.
Her younger brother, I think he was 10.
Yeah.
Roughly at that time.
Yeah.
So we go out to eat.
Oh yeah.
We go to the movie. I'm not thinking it's going to be nearly as bad as it was.
Uh-huh.
And lo and behold, man.
You're an uncle fucker. Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you.
I'm 18, probably looking like a weirdo with these two little kids watching this movie. And then that scene when Saddam Hussein pulls out the dick from under the covers in bed with Satan. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Dude, that was so
I like to die because I had no idea what to say or do. I just blocked it. I didn't say anything. I just we're just gonna let it ride.
Dude, that
we're just gonna let it ride.
Oh my God.
And then we get back to the house, right? And my cousins are still gone. They're out late because they're at this concert.
Mm-hmm.
And the damn power goes out.
Yeah.
It was like had up in New York at that time where they were shutting down grids.
Yeah.
Because it was like a big heat wave that came through.
Yeah.
Man, so...
What year was this? 99 when it came out?
Yeah,
okay,
99,
yeah.
Summer of 99.
That's crazy.
I'm up in New York sweating my balls
off.
And
Sweating, baby.
nervous as hell about having to tell my adult cousins whenever they get back to the house that I took their young children to see this movie.
Literally,
showing dicks.
Literally.
Showing dicks.
That's a real dick. This wasn't even
and
like
this
a
poor
dildo.
13-year-old girl is sitting there watching it. I don't even know what's going through her head.
Oh my God. And by the way, probably about 10 seconds back, I accidentally hit something, so on the video it will be it'll have a little scratch on it. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'll throw a little beat in there or something. I don't even know. But anyways, that is a horrific story for that child. I'm so sorry that her teenage years had to start out like that.
It's still a good-ass movie.
But it was a good-ass movie, bro. Saddam and Satan having like this, this man love for each other. Satan's technically like a goat. I love it. It's beautiful, bro. So that's our favorite adult cartoons that we chose. We picked Family Guy. He chose Family Guy. I chose Rick and Morty. So those were phenomenal, seriously. Both of those shows are great. And now we're going to get into a couple things we want to get on. A couple different topics. I'm going to ask him some questions about things. He's going to ask me some questions. We're going to talk about, just some different things we thought would be pretty dope today. So, The first thing is, I'm going to ask you if you had the choice of picking one animal that you could bring back, any creature, it could be anything, a dinosaur, any type of creature that's ever walked this earth. If you had to choose one, or if you can't choose one, choose a couple. And if you had to bring one back, what would it be?
Ooh. Man,
It's a tough one.
that is a tough one. There's a
tough
lot of.
What was it, the condor? The condor was sick.
I mean, there's a lot of animals that have been pretty cool. I mean,
Great
does that like
ones,
include
bro.
dinosaurs?
Of
'Cause,
course,
I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah,
it'd be pretty
yeah.
cool to see some
Oh, yeah.
velociraptors and some
Believe that.
T-Rexes running around.
Believe
but
that, yeah.
again, people are going to get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, we don't want to see.
But I tell you, one animal that I do really find very interesting that's extinct is a Tasmanian.
Oh, yeah, the Tasmanian tiger.
wolf.
Oh, you're talking about the tiger.
We might be talking about the same thing. I don't know.
It was like it has like a pouch. It's actually a marsupial, and the movie The Hunt with Willem Dafoe, he's like hunting it, and they're supposed to be like extinct, but people think they're still out there.
No, I think because mine's more of a dog.
Okay, this
thing,
one looks
and
like a dog.
It looks like a dog, and it's got this fucking mouth, man. There's jaws on it.
Bro, I think we're talking about the thing. I think it's a Tasmanian tiger. Look up a Tasmanian tiger and see. Is that what you're talking about?
Tasmanian tiger wolf is not the same creature as the cartoon famous Tasmanian devil. No shit, Sherlock.
Wikipedia. Gosh, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay.
Tasmanian tiger wolf, apparently.
It's a marsupial. It has a pouch,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
How weird is that?
Yeah,
but that's really dope,
that thing's
though.
pretty cool.
That's a cool thing to bring back if it's not completely extinct. Yeah, dude, that's the one. That's legit, man. That's a good choice, bro.
I saw not too long ago, maybe a couple months back, they
Yeah.
actually thought that they might have found one.
That dude who was on Joe Rogan, Forrest Gallagher, maybe that's his name. He's from North Africa, born and raised. He moved to America. His guy's on show on Animal Planet. He does like a lot of crazy activism, animal activist stuff.
Yeah.
He was actually on a hunt or like a safari, I guess, and it lasted for months, bro. And they were looking for this Tasmanian thing, this Tasmanian tiger wolf. And I mean, they didn't find it, but I mean, he literally said he was like, man, I would go back just because like I feel like we were onto something maybe.
Yeah.
Because there's some remote, and they're not really remote areas. I mean, they're like uncharted lands, kinda. I mean, people have been there, but they're not really like touched.
There's a few places left in the world. Like I know the Congo has got a lot of unexplored territory. Like men have never been there.
And if you're looking at stuff on like a scale like that, there's got to be things out there we don't know about.
Oh, absolutely.
Has to be.
Absolutely.
Has to be. I mean, it goes back to Bigfoot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get on that next time you're on. Because me and Justin did last time, even though the video messed up. Sorry once again, supporters. We'll be redeeming ourselves very soon. But yeah, we gotta get on some Bigfoot stuff because, dude, it's just, you'd be arrogant to say that it might not exist or might not have existed at one point in time. Like, maybe once. And like the Gigantopithecus thing I told you about, the Gigantopithecus thing, that was legit. Like, that at one point was in North America and was in Asia. They found the structures of the bones. They found teeth. It was the biggest primate to ever walk this earth. 9 feet tall, bro. 10 feet tall. Like, they had made replicas of it in comparison to a 6-foot man. Bro, we look like children to it. Yeah. I mean, this is just a stupid comparison. It was a giant primate. This was a real thing. And it also goes along with the Hobbit people. You ever heard of those guys?
No.
Okay, so the Hobbit people, they were like, I think they're called, man, I don't want to say it wrong. Look up Hobbit people, bro. I think it's like Homo florus or Homo synthesis or it's some type of, they're not human, but they are kind of. They're like a subspecies of Homo sapiens. There it is. Homo florensis. That's what it is. Homo florensis. And those guys were supposed to be legit as well. They found teeth, and they found mouth and skull structures, arms, stuff like that. And these people were like 3 foot tall. Like, these were not dwarfs. These were like not even hobbits, bro. They were like their own type of thing. Homo florensis. And they think they were in like New Guinea and like Indonesia and like those islands right there. That's the Gigantopithecus, bro.
Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling. Look at the one Pull up the one where it's got the guy next to it.
Jesus. Wait, let me see that again.
Dude, I'm telling you. That probably was photoshopped, that one. But that first one was legit. That was one of the replicas. And but anyways, back to the Homo florensis guys. These people were like, they were like pygmies, but like they were legit, not like a human. You know what I mean? That's up to a moose, bro. No, that looks
Dude,
like
hey, let me tell you, I never realized how big a moose really was.
How do you say moose?
until I
What's
saw one.
plural? What's moose plural? Mises? Look up what is moose plural. Mooses? That sounds dumb. I'd rather say Mises.
Jesus Christ. I think it's just moose.
Like a group of moose? It's Mises, dog.
I don't think it's Mises. I don't think it's Mises.
Got my feets. Moose, meese, mooses. I told you. Oh my god. It's not mooses or meese. The plural form is moose. You were right.
Boom. Mises. The fuck?
Oh gosh, that is hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Anyways, back to the Hobbit people, man.
Okay.
So
Hobbit people.
these guys, they think that either the lava killed them, they created those islands, you know, like you know, East Asia or whatever, or they think that Homo sapiens killed them, like eradicated them straight up. And the sayings and stories.
Makes sense. We fucking kill everything.
Well, it wasn't on like just killing. It wasn't like we're consuming the land. It was because they would prey on our children, because we were flourishing better on the world than they were. It was supposed to, like, this tall tales and stories where they would prey on our children and steal them and kill them because we had fire and we had all this great stuff at that point in time when they were from. You know what I mean? Like, this was probably 10,000 years ago. Like, and these stories were passed on through, like, interpretation, you know what I mean? And, like, third-party stories and stuff. But that's, like, supposed to be the background of it, that they would steal our kids and we end up just killing them. Or lava killed them. And they just couldn't survive because they were too little. They weren't Homo sapiens, you know what I mean? Yeah. So they, done.
Couldn't really climb or run fast.
No. And I'm going to go ahead and pick my extinct animal that I'm going to bring back, because we got a little crazy there for a second, because I'm a little crazy. So I'm going to... The meese, bruh. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm either going to pick the saber-toothed tiger, just because I want to see one in person. I just want to see one in person, bro. I want to see how big they were. Like, I don't want to see a replica. I want to see how big they were. Because I feel like they were probably, like, big as a wolf, maybe. You know, like, maybe bigger. Yeah, maybe.
Have you ever seen a tiger?
Yeah, tigers are huge. They're like 800 pounds,
yeah,
bro. 900
pounds.
pounds.
A lot bigger than a lion.
That's true, bro. That's true. So if it was a tiger family descended, or ascended, I guess, because, I mean, a tiger would come through that.
Liger?
Yeah, liger. Oh, yeah, man-made.
Yeah, they're like huge, 9 feet long, bro. From nose to ass. Huge,
bro. Yeah, you're right, dude. So they're probably like 3 wolves or like 4 wolves, like with weight, not height, but like weight of it. It probably was like 800 pounds, bro. Yeah. I mean, literally, probably just built real like broad. You know what I mean? Not so, because a tiger's not slender, but I feel like it's not really that wide. You know? What's that?
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we got the saber-toothed tiger. Wow. Okay. That's what's up. So, yeah, pull up another picture of in comparison, because that's compared to a man, so that doesn't really look that big. It was like up to his waist, or like his stomach, really. That didn't look that big. Look at the comparison to a Bengal tiger or something. Okay, so it is bigger than a tiger. Yeah. Okay. That's dope, though, man. But I'd probably say a saber-toothed tiger, Gigantopithecus, and a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl, bro. Because we didn't pick anything that flies. Yeah. I feel like we need to pick something that flies. Yeah, good call, bro.
I don't really like the, dragons flying up in the air.
You gotta be scared the whole time for your life.
That's why I didn't pick like a megalodon or something. I already don't go swimming in the ocean, really.
Yep, that's not for me, bro.
I
do swim in the ocean.
I'll get in the ocean and...
About waist deep. About waist deep's the furthest I'm going.
Ugh.
I ain't getting up to my nipples.
Can eat me.
Nope, I'm good. We ain't doing that. So anyways, yeah, Next thing I'm going to get onto, because we pretty much went over our extinct animals. We said the Tasmanian tiger wolf, and we said the saber-toothed tiger, Gigantopithecus, and a pterodactyl. So we got some crazy stuff going on. But the next thing I want to ask you is, excuse me, if you had to pick one person in all of human history to have sex with, who would it be? Human history.
Ooh.
Human history. Because I already said mine, and it might sound horrible, and I don't know. I'm torn right now. It's either between Kate Beckinsale, because she is bad.
That's solid.
God, she's bad. Kate Beckinsale, Charlize Theron.
Ooh, she's on my top 5
Oh,
list
God,
already.
she's bad. Or,
I'm surprisingly single right now.
look, I'm going to tell you, I don't really agree with her, like, doing that to her son with the whole transgender thing. I'm not really into that. It kind of freaked me out when I read the article. But I'm not going to get onto that because it was weird. But yeah, read about that. Read about her and her son being transgender. It's weird. Shouldn't push that on a child that small, I feel like. I feel like you shouldn't force that on a child.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Read the article.
I'll
I'm
check
not even going
that
to bring
out.
it up. Next episode, when we're on here, we'll talk about it
Yeah.
because it's very controversial. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say Charlize Theron, Kate Beckinsale. I want to throw Liv Tyler on there. I don't even know
Liv
why.
Tyler?
Her lips are so beautiful. Her lips are just so beautiful, man. And she's like vampire hot,
Okay, so
like
if-
pale. I
if
love
a-
it.
Pick one that's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Is it now or is it like in their prime?
Prime.
Prime?
We're talking
Ooh, okay.
prime.
Good deal. Cindy Crawford. I've
Janet
liked
Jackson.
her for a long time. Charlize Theron's on my top
Oh, she's gotta
5.
be. She's
Halle
gotta be.
Berry.
Oh, Halle Berry. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know, I'm forgetting about the Asian chick who was in Kill Bill.
Lucy Liu.
Oh, God, she is so fine,
Man,
bro.
she is, but
God, she's so fine.
that one eye. That one eye.
Oh
Kinda
my
fucks me up a
God.
little bit.
I love that one eye. I would
can't-
stare into that
can't do
eye
it.
and stare into the abyss of her lovely oriental ways. I would just love it all day. So yeah. We had one that was the same, but we picked our top 3 human history. I
We
feel
didn't
like
go far back at all either.
no, we didn't. They're still all alive. Like, Cindy
No.
Crawford. She's still Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're also alive, bro. They're all kicking, baby. So
There's somebody like Amelia Earhart or
yeah.
Joan of Arc, maybe.
God. Oh God. Aaliyah, she's dead. She
Oh,
was
man.
smoking hot.
She was.
God, she was hot. As weird as it sounds, Amy Winehouse was low key hot. In a weird way. In skanky way. Like she was a skank hot. Like she was the skankiest hot you could get.
No.
Not
No.
the best. Not the
Megan
skankiest.
Fox.
She's probably
Megan Fox is the skankiest
Farrah
hot
Fawcett
you can get.
is the skankiest hot you can
Fawcett?
get. Farrah Fawcett, bro.
Like now?
No.
Dude, she looks like the Crypt Keeper now. You fucking kidding
She
me?
looks like she's been tanning every single
Jesus
day of her
Christ.
life.
She looks like Hulk
No, I'm
Hogan's
talking like-
armpit.
Farrah Fawcett's face looks like Hulk Hogan's armpit.
No, but like the movie where she was like a drunk and she was with that guy and and the one part she was driving. Look up that movie. Look up the movie Farrah Fawcett was in. She was with that dude. She was like trying to get on top of him and stuff. They end up wrecking or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I think it was a
Not a
Lifetime movie, bro. My
Probably
mom
was.
watched that
Fucking
shit,
watching
bro.
Lifetime.
You already know I was watching Lifetime,
Dude,
dog.
Don't like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now you're watching Lifetime. And you say shit like Mises.
Nobody take me seriously
What am I
ever
even
again.
doing here?
But look up that Farrah Fawcett movie, man. She was bad in that movie, bro. But she was
She
skanky
was hot,
bad.
like way back. you
But this was
know?
like an 80s movie, dog. This was like a long... You could tell just by the way it was
like
filmed.
Charlie's Angels.
This was
in
old, bro. Yeah, this was seriously old. Another skanky hot... Man.
I'm telling you, Megan Fox is like
She's hitting
the
it.
trophy
She's the one, bro.
of
She's the one.
skanky hot.
What we got here? Oh my God, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's not Cannonball Run.
No.
Fucking
not even close.
Sacrifices. I don't even know, bro. Look up Lifetime Farrah Fawcett movies, bro. But anyways, I feel like she definitely is real good at being skanky hot. Megan Fox is definitely on that list
Megan
for
Fox is
Skanky
the kind
Hot.
of chick that you want to get in the truck stop bathroom.
She's a lot lizard,
And then
bro. Never see
never
her
even learn her
again.
name.
You'll never
Just
even
keep on
see her
going.
name. And her name is
Driving
Megan, so
down
it's
the road.
perfect. Anyway, so
She
next
seems
thing
like
is...
she should be like a...
Oh, go ahead.
Like a Britney or something.
Oh, she's a Tammy Lynn, bro. she's a Gertrude if we ever seen one. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and answer this one first, and then I'm gonna ask you if you could bring back. I'm not gonna say one. If you could bring back some famous people, who would it be? And if you all want to play along with this game, you comment and drop who you would like to come back. You know what I'm saying? So first thing I'm gonna say is Tesla. I'm gonna say we should bring back Tesla because that guy was trying to do some good for the world and he got killed because of it. Second person I'm gonna bring back, probably Bob Marley. As cliche as that sounds, you already know. We got it right here, baby. But his positive message and his greatness spread towards the world, and his impact that still is being spread into the world. I mean, it's just next level. Next level. Third, I'm gonna say Bruce Lee, just because I feel like, excuse me, his acting career could have done so much for the film business. I feel like. And I also feel like he needed to train more people. I feel like more people needed to learn some things from him. I feel like he needed to be an instructor for more people. And maybe, you know, set in stone something that was his. I mean, because when did he die, bro? Like, in like the 70s?
Yeah, it was
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, that was a long time ago, man.
79.
I think Bob Marley died in the 70s, too. Look up what year
Bob
Bruce Lee
Marley
and
was
Bob Marley
like
died.
80 maybe.
You think so? Might have been 1980. That could
something
be
like that.
right.
Bruce
Yeah,
Lee
we have
73.
73.
Damn, I was way off.
Yeah, look up. I'm going to say Bob Marley in 78. But I would definitely want to bring those guys back for their influence. 81. Damn, good
Not that
call,
one.
bro. Good call. Excuse me. I'm going to say those three, and I'm also going to throw in there... I'm throwing Heath Ledger, bro. Because I miss my boy. The Patriot? Bro, that was a fucking classic. Oh my god, I loved it so much.
It is
Such a good movie.
Probably one of my favorite Mel Gibson
Dude,
movies,
Mel
too.
Gibson, I love him so much, bro. I don't care if he hates Jews or not. He died in 2008, yeah. I don't care if he hates the Jews or not. I don't care if he wants to dress up like Braveheart in his own time. I'll probably hang out with him and
You know
dress up like
what? If I
Braveheart too,
was Mel Gibson,
motherfucker.
I would probably dress up like William Wallace
Bro.
and go riding a damn horse around my fucking kitchen, too. Blue paint and all.
I will do whatever the hell I want because I made the Passions of the
Yeah.
Christ, bitches, okay? I dropped Jesus on you all. You feel me? He can do whatever he wants. And people are hating on him, but I'm just going to let it be known. I talked about it on the last episode, too. That's my guy, like, straight
I
up.
love Mel Gibson.
So-
Lethal Weapon.
That's the one. Oh, Lethal
I
Weapon
mean-
was fire, bro. So good.
Even
Mad
his
Max,
shitty
bro.
movies were
God. Mad Max
good. You know,
was so
What
good.
Women Want.
Well, oh yeah, I said that on the last episode. That was my jam.
Really?
I loved What Women Want, bro. So yeah, those are the list of people I would bring back that were famous people, you know, throughout our time in history that we know of. So I'm gonna kick it to you. Crack this one open, baby.
Ooh, let's see. First, I had this conversation with my son Michael earlier, and he brought up a very good one that I'm going to use.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, baby.
Steve
R.I.P.
Jobs. That
R.I.P.
dude was
Way ahead of his
so
time.
far ahead of his time. It's insane.
Alien.
And oh yeah, he probably shit.
That guy was
probably
touched. He was definitely touched.
Shit, he may have been an alien. Who knows?
Dude, he made a computer that didn't need a desktop. That's like the craziest thing you could ever do, bro. That changed the game for, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Bill Gates was a great innovator. He still is to this day. But, like,
yeah.
you need a tower and you need a monitor to get his freaking computer. Nah, son. We got it in one, baby. A screen is all you need for Apple. So, yeah, Steve Jobs, bro. You got anybody else you want to throw on that list?
I'm gonna have to go with Freddie Mercury.
Oh, God, R.I.P. to him, too.
I mean-
God, Farouk, we miss you, bro. We miss you
Have
so
to.
much.
And then, man, there's so many others. You know, you said Heath Ledger.
Oh,
That's a
God,
great one.
yes, that's
I'm not gonna steal
I
that.
miss that guy so much,
Yeah.
seriously.
Think about what he could have done.
Oh, phenomenal. Dude, he's a goat. I mean, he's seriously one of the best actors ever to live, in my opinion. I
I've
love
watched
him.
The Dark Knight. No exaggeration. I've probably watched that movie 100 times.
I was going to say 50 at least for me. At
I'd
least
say
50
I've
or
watched it
60.
100 times because a lot of times,
And-
man, I'll put movies on TV just background
noise. Yeah, just that noise to have, bro. That's one of them for sure.
And I'm gonna have to go with Robin Williams as my third.
Bro, I forgot. That is a
The
great
Genie.
choice. Oh my god, dude.
Like,
Dude, Patch
okay,
Adams. Good Will Hunting.
Oh
Oh
Dead
my
Poet Society. So
God.
many good movies.
That was a great one,
Mrs.
too.
Doubtfire.
Oh yes, I love Mrs. Doubtfire, bro.
And
That was so good.
I'm as excited. Weird as it may sound, I am
Yeah.
excited for the new Aladdin movie.
I'm pumped for the
I'm
new
a little
Aladdin.
skeptical about Will Smith.
Bro.
I feel like if anybody can do it, he can.
It's gonna be him. It's gonna be him,
Will Smith
bro.
is great.
He's gonna hold it down.
I love Will Smith.
Yeah.
But, man, it's just
I don't
not
know.
the same as
I don't
Robin
know.
Williams as that.
I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm going in with like medium hopes. I'm not
Medium
gonna go
hopes?
with low. I'm not gonna go with high. I'm gonna kick it in the middle, and I'm gonna be cool about it because I feel like if I go in with low hopes, it's gonna. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be bad. If I go in with high hopes, I'm gonna get let down. So I'm just gonna stay in the middle. I'm gonna stay kosher on it, bro. 100%. So Robin Williams. You got anybody else you want to add on there?
Ooh, I mean, there's so many.
So many.
I mean, think about all the just
Chris
just
Farley?
Oh my God, Chris Farley.
Chris Farley,
Think about
bro.
just the musicians that we've lost in the last
Jimi
few
Hendrix.
years.
Oh, the
Just
past
the
couple
last
of
few
years. Past couple of
man.
years.
Bowie,
Yeah.
Prince, Glenn Fry,
Glenn
Tom
Fry.
Petty.
Oh my God, we lost
And then
Michael
you go
Jackson
old
in
school.
2009.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. You know, you go old school, like you said, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison,
John
Jerry Garcia.
Bonham, Jerry Garcia, Pigpen. I mean, dude, we've lost
there's
some
so
people. God,
that have done
phenomenal,
great,
things.
wonderful things.
Phenomenal
John Lennon,
things.
even.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
bro.
like I'm not the biggest
George
Beatles
Harrison.
fan.
Yeah,
Not the biggest Beatles fan, but you got to give them credit, man. They were so
See-
hugely influential to music, and John Lennon kind of seemed like an asshole to me.
oh yeah.
But,
I think he was a douche.
yeah, he kind of was. But
Probably was like a socialist
man,
prick. I think he was a socialist. That's what I think.
He
His
he
views were
really
very
did
fucking-
have a good message though
Oh,
that he was trying to
oh
put
yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah, bro, for
and
sure.
you got to give him that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I also feel like, you know, that's another thing. Like I have to like agree, but also kind of disagree at the same time because like I am a big Beatles fan, but I don't listen to them that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I first got into them, that's all I listened to, bro.
Yeah.
Like I love the Beatles, so I agree with you on that. Like I'm not their like biggest fan anymore, just because like I feel like once you've heard them, you know, you know. You
Right.
just know. You don't even need to know anymore.
Tupac and Biggie.
Straight up. I mean, you know, yeah, God, I wish they would be here for real, man. Big especially. Not even so much Tupac, but Big, man.
I was more of a Tupac fan. than I
For
was
sure, but
Biggie.
I feel like personally, lyrically, Biggie probably would have been the best one. I
Think?
mean, the biggest, bro. Like, yeah,
I mean, they were both
do.
huge. At
Oh,
that
of
time.
course. Oh,
Huge,
yeah.
And they were what, like 23?
Dude, they were young cats. They
You
were
know?
like definitely like my age, early 20s,
Yeah.
bro. Like just living it up. You know, living the East
Had the
Coast and
world by
West
the
Coast
balls
dream.
at that point.
Oh, bro, killing the game. But like I said, I definitely got to throw it out to, you know, back to shit. Who were we talking about? Shit. Who were we talking about, man? We were talking about Robin Williams, and then we were talking about. I lost it.
Will Smith, and then we just
Will
kind of, I
Smith,
just kind of
yeah.
went off there naming
We
names.
got off. Yeah, we got off on other dead people, man.
There's
Man.
a lot of them I'd like to bring back.
For
We've
sure,
lost
for
a lot
sure.
of greats.
Man, it's really making me mad. I can't think of that. That's all right, though. We'll go to the next thing. Anyways, next up, my friends. I don't know if you've read about it yet. Excuse me. But I saw this morning, whenever I got up, that Colorado is putting in motion the decriminalization of psychedelic mushrooms. And for those of you who've done your research and or you have, you know, participated in the psychedelics, you know that statistically speaking, people and doctors and scientists are saying that these mushrooms are helping, you know, ex-veterans with things that they, you know, they couldn't deal with by themselves before. It helps their consciousness. It helps them be more mentally stable. It's helping people not do drugs as much and get off of opiates, and it's really waking people up, and it's doing a lot of great things. And here's the thing. Obviously, you know as well as I do, if you do any type of fucking drug, then there is a chance that you might do something stupid that might end result of you dying. But you cannot overdose on mushrooms. You cannot overdose on acid. You cannot die from these psychedelic drugs. You cannot die from marijuana. But yes, you can die while being high on those 3 drugs. But those are the only 3 drugs that won't kill you. You know, like, you can do something like, yeah, I ate some mushrooms and I jumped off this cliff head first. You know, like...
I don't normally do it.
Exactly. Like,
That'll do it.
I could be sober and do that, you know? Like, so I feel like the good that comes out of them, for those of you who've done your research and or participated, you know what the good of them, you know, what good comes from them. And, you know, I just think it's really, really cool that Colorado is going in a direction to decriminalize, you know, something that can't kill you. Like, I feel like...
I'm a little surprised, honestly.
Dude, it's crazy.
But
Oregon's got it in motion,
I guess
too.
it makes sense that it would be them to go first.
Oregon's got it in
know?
motion. Colorado's got it in motion, too, bro.
Yeah.
Those would be the 2 states that would get it through.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Cali will. And if they do, it'd be very surprising.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if they got decriminalized, honestly. Because Cali's strict. Like, they're lax, but they're strict. Like, yeah, you can smoke weed if you have a card. And, you know, you can get this or whatever. But, dude, you can't even have a pistol in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even have guns. Like, it's like a no-gun zone, dude. Like, straight up. Like, it's like New York or Chicago.
Well, shit, in the 90s, it was like the Wild Wild West.
Exactly. So they were like, nah, we're not doing guns anymore. We're kicking it all the way Democrat. We're going to go standard issue, by the book, liberal media nonsense, and we're going to take everybody's guns, quote unquote, which I'm being sarcastic when I say this because everybody thinks Democrats are like these people who are trying to steal everybody's guns, which is not the case. Just talking shit. I'm being sarcastic. Sorry. But yeah, California went straight up like, you know, this district no longer is allowed to have weapons. Like, they shut them down, bro. New York's the same way, though. If you get caught with a gun, I mean, you're done for, bro. You're getting time. You're getting a long time, you know, so. But yeah, look up the articles they got that dropped today about the decriminalization of psychedelic mushrooms. Super cool, interesting thing. And the next thing I'm going to get on is, if you had to choose one movie to watch every single day for the rest of your life, what would it be? Because I'm probably going to pick a comedy. I feel like I'm going to go with a comedy. I do. It's either going to be a comedy or it's going to be something that's like very enlightening, I guess. One of the two. That's my spectrum I'm on right now, I think.
I don't know.
I've got 2. I've narrowed it down to.
There's so many good movies, man.
God,
like,
man. But if you had to pick one that you had to just deal with all the time, what's tolerable every day?
No, it doesn't. You know, that's not the only movie you get to watch. But
No.
you have to watch it once.
You gotta watch it
every
once,
single
every
day.
single day. It's a tough one.
I could probably go with Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, that just made my list too, bro. That's sick. Yeah,
Pulp
that just made
Fiction,
my list,
Reservoir
bro.
Dogs, either
Oh,
one of those.
great.
Or
Both of them are great.
Pulp Fiction's probably my favorite Tarantino movie.
Django's probably mine.
Really?
Django or Pulp Fiction. Those are the top 2.
That's a good movie.
Oh, Django was
Solid,
great,
real.
bro. Leonardo DiCaprio, that's my guy.
Pulp Fiction.
I'd probably say mine, if I had to pick one to watch every single day, would be The Matrix, because I literally just watched it the other night and I was like, oh shit, I forgot how good this was. The Matrix, Pulp Fiction, or Superbad.
Superbad.
Because I can watch
I love
Superbad over
Superbad.
and over and over,
That is a
and
great
it is
movie.
phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. So, that was some pretty great choices. We got Pulp Fiction, Superbad, and The Matrix to watch every single day. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We're gonna wrap this episode up. It's been a blessed day. Y'all better bless up. Everything we talked about today, go research it for yourself. Drop some comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. We'll be having a bunch of more guests on. My man's gonna be a supporting guest a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have, you're gonna see a lot of the same faces on this podcast. I really can't thank everybody enough. We're almost to 1,000 likes. You guys have been really grinding out, sharing the page a lot, throwing a bunch of comments around, liking all of our posts. And I'm really, really blessed, and I really, really appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure to share this. Make sure to comment on this. And like I said, drop some comments below about the things we talked about. We love when, I love getting the interaction with you guys and you being a part of what we're doing. So it's been a blessed day. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is episode 18 for the record.
Have a good night.